here it is, the new Supergirl trailer. Now, I want to talk about this a little bit here and give my thoughts on it while we kind of go through it. A lot of it is the same footage that we've seen already in the initial teaser that we got back in December. But there are some new things. Again, it's more crypto centric because of when they released this, which was at the Puppy Bowl. I want to give James Gunn and DC Studios credit, though. After the debacle that was last year's 2025's Puppy Bowl, and everybody thinking that they were going to get something really cool, a new trailer, a new something, whatever it was, at the Puppy Bowl, and then it didn't happen like we all expected, they made sure that this year they got it right. And they did. They absolutely got it right. They had a nice little piece with Millie Alcock sitting there talking and things like that. And they also had this new additional teaser for the film. 45 seconds or so. It's not long, but it gives us just a little more taste, a little more feel, a little more explanation to what is going on in this movie. Again, we're not going to know the full details probably until the full trailer comes out, which my guess will probably be April-ish is my guess. That's just my thought. I'm thinking it's probably going to be around April, March, late April, or late March, early April, maybe, something like that. It's just a guess. It could come sooner. Who knows? But again, yeah, so let's get into it. Let's get into it here. So no noise. Because of reasons, but this is where we get our first little glimpse of Krypto here, kind of chewing on something there, kind of digging while this funeral progression is going on, or procession is going on. And I sit here, I wonder, first off, who's this funeral for? Who is this? They've shown it now twice, so this is going to be a major impactful moment in the movie, specifically for Kara. So what is it? Because we know they're on Krypton here. So what is this that's happening? What is causing them to have this funeral? My guess, because I haven't seen her yet, maybe I missed it, is it's Kara's mother. Because we do see Kara's father in here, but I have not seen her mother. So in the chat, let me know if I maybe missed it. Maybe I'm onto something, maybe I'm not. So there we go. We got Krypto. And again, they're sticking with the funeral. This is going to be something big, impactful in the movie. Maybe it's something that she dreams while she's dreaming. She's dreaming of this, and that's kind of what's causing her to be so depressed. And maybe this is just a flashback we see in the beginning of the movie. I don't know. We'll see, though. We'll definitely see. Let's see. And then we see Krypto. Again, it was very crypto-centric, crypto-heavy in the beginning of this teaser and throughout it a little bit. But Krypto is important. Like, we're going to see that Krypto is an important part of Kara's life. And there's, right next to Kara there is her father. And again, like you said, I see Donovan here says her father looks grief-stricken. You're right. And why wouldn't she be next to her mother? Why would her mother not be there? That's why I think the funeral is for her mother. That's just what I believe. And look, come on, he's adorable. He is absolutely stinking adorable. You can't not think he's people, I tell you. Yep. And then we get a shot of Ruthie, who is going to be, the second lead of the film, essentially. She's kind of the driving force behind the main narrative of the movie. So we see her again. We've seen her a couple times in other teasers. And we see Kara at the bar, getting drunk. And then we see the destruction of her city, of the planet. And then we see, again, we're seeing shots that we already saw in the teaser before, which is a great line. Then we see Krypto again. Again, that shot, this one here, I think was in the teaser, but the shot just before it, I don't think was. I don't think this was in the last teaser. I don't think it was. But maybe it was. I don't know. Now this, guys, this is going to be rough. This is truly going to be rough because this is going to be the moment that I think this is why, as Donovan was alluding to, you need to have that moment where Kara meets Krypto and becomes an important part of her life because of this moment here. Then we see some fighting, and Supergirl flying up to the sun, probably to get kind of powered up a little bit. And then we saw this in the last teaser as well. So that's it. I mean, oh, and another little shot of Krypto at the end. But again, that's it. That's all it really is. And regardless of that, it's still great because we're seeing more footage. It looks fantastic. It looks like it's going to be tons of fun. Krypto, guys, come on. Krypto looks fantastic. I love it. I love seeing Krypto in this way. I love that he. I can't say any more than I have about Krypto because he just looks great. He really, truly does. Right now, as you can see here, with my like, it has 23,000 likes to 660 dislikes and just over 400,000 views after 20 hours. That's all right. That's to be expected. Look, this isn't a Batman. This isn't a Spider-Man. This isn't Superman. So the views and the excitement around this movie aren't going to be as high early on as they will be once the movie is much closer. That's why I constantly say, look, I think this movie is going to do well, but I don't see it doing more than Superman. It could, that'd be fantastic, but I don't see it doing more. So it's possible, but maybe not. But for me, I think it's doing great. Let's see what some of the comments here. We see Socks, no, I can't say names. It says, Krypto as a puppy is so cute, indeed. Let's see, this guy says, I hope we get to see Kara's dad's speech in live action. All the Krypton flashbacks really showed why Kara deserved to be in the escape pod. Is that baby Krypto? The first half really got me. Again, it's showing you the emotional impact, the importance of what that moment, what that scene is going to be for Kara. So it did a really good job. As you see, it's getting to people. People loving Krypto. Came from the Puppy Bowl to watch this again. Love that y'all dropped this during the Puppy Bowl. I'm really excited for this movie. Can't wait to see more Kara. Never clicked on anything so fast in my life. Kara first meets Krypto. Oh my God, look at him. I really like Supergirl. I can't wait for this movie. Little Puppy Krypto, so I would go to war for Puppy Krypto. This movie looks really fun and kids. The new DCU is all about one dog. It's not all about one dog. But the fact that they have two movies that it makes sense for him to be in, then you're going to highlight that. But again, people need to realize it's not all about Krypto. This story, well, granted, this story does have a lot to do with Krypto, but that's what the comic did. So, and there's so many more. I mean, you can just go down the line. Everybody's talking about Krypto. Again, like I said, it just makes sense. It makes sense to have that dog in there because he's going to reach people. People are going to think he's adorable, think he's great, think he's fun. And if that's the draw to pull you in to then see this great film, then so be it. That's called marketing. That's called being a good writer. That's called actually understanding what you're doing with a universe and not just relying on the shock and awe of deaths and the shock and awe of cliffhangers that aren't very good cliffhangers and things like it's just, that's kind of how you do it. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on the Supergirl teaser from the Puppy Bowl. What did you think? Did you enjoy it? Do you like it? And what do you think? When do you think we're going to get the full trailer for Supergirl? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.